Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to show you how I keep my leopard geckos in a nice environment. This video is going to be pretty long. So yeah, have a good time. Stay tuned. Okay, I have everything cleaned out of both tanks. That's my 10-gallon tank over there. Don't mind all of that. It's messy. I know I get a lot of hate, but it's for Speedy, the little baby, this bumpy bezos. Have it all clean. I'm going to just put you guys back in this corner. Spagma moss. Get out of my way. There. Bumpy. Speedy, come here. Oh my gosh. Speedy, there you go. They're just going to be in there. So what I'm doing right now is going to be feeding them. I breed mealworms. Their main diet is mealworms and dubia roaches. A lot of dubia roaches, so they're eating mealworms. But right before I do this is what we'll be needing. Okay, so what I have right here, I know that was a horrible transition, but what I have right here is a nice warm tub of water. Roughly have centimeter, half an inch in there, maybe an inch. And then, just in case, it's nice and warm, but it will cool down. So, just to be safe, this came from a sink faucet, not from my fridge. So, to be safe, I know I've said to be safe, I'm going to be putting some Repti-Safe in here. It's for leopard geckos, aquatic animals, really anything. You were looking inside the worm tub, and you were getting so... Stop looking at the worms. They're not in your... Okay. So, just put a couple droplets of that in there in the Repti-Safe. I roughly like to put them in a nice soak to get there. Speedy, calm down. Speedy can hardly touch. Same with Bumpy. They do not like that. You can't drown your... Speedy! Okay, just let them soak in there. They are Okay. Hey! Okay. Well, that's out of the way. Little process right here. Let me just show you what it looks like in there for them. Don't know if you can see that, but they are right in there. Right in there. There. So, basically... Leopard geckos are hydrophobic. If you've never heard that before, it just means they're immune to water. It, slides right off of them. But that does not mean they can't have a soak. It will get their scales nice and hydrated. Well, they don't really have scales. They have bumps. But it gets them nice and hydrated. They can have little bits of warm water. It gets them nice and clean. Sometimes they like to go deep diving. Actually, I had them get in a soak earlier. Bumpy sticked her head in it so deep, it literally did not even seem possible. They're eyeballing the worms right now. But, speaking of worms, anyways, they're hydrophobic. So the water just basically flies straight off of them, if you didn't know that. So, I keep them in a bath. They don't mess with each other. I don't have them living with each other. That is a big no-no. I had to do lots and lots and lots of research before I did this. I had to buy new stuff with Christmas money. But, while they're taking a nice soak right there, go and put them in the back. Talking about worms now. Oh, yeah. And if you're wondering if you're wanting to buy leopard geckos, if you're wondering where to get Repti-Safe, just go to a Petco, to a PetSmart to go buy some Repti-Safe. It will make your water safe for them to drink. And if you want it in a little dish, just put about 2 droplets. They'll tell you at PetSmart and at Petco. Never been to Petco. I'm just expecting that because that's what they did at PetSmart. But for worms right now, I breed them. That's my gecko's main diets. It's all they eat, other than I put some, I get some dubia roaches. I get the small dubia roaches, just so Speedy can eat them. And Bumpy! Go back. No. Okay. Okay, he got out of the soak for a minute. I want to put some calcium in there. I don't know why I just did that. Stay. Okay. So, if you get a nice little pet carrier, and if you get about a 50 tub of mealworms, you can put them in a pet carrier, roughly about 5-10 inches. Well, that's nowhere close to 10 inches. About 5-7 inches, I don't know. But then once you dump those in there, I put a paper cloth in there just so they have something to burrow in. That's my opinion. I don't know what other people use. But yeah, that's what I put in. Kept a little bit of their substrate. I mean, the stuff that it comes with totally didn't fall out and spill all over my floor. But that's another story. Put like strawberries, grapes, blueberries. Fruits work. Bananas work. Watermelon work. Anything like fruits and related to like vegetables, fruits, lettuce, I bet. They will eat it, and I think you just need to put that in there like twice a week. Soon, the mealworms will turn into... Here, come on. I'll show you a better look. Hi. Soon they will turn it into... Where is it? There. Okay. Okay, focus camera. Focus. But if you see that, I want to zoom out a little bit more. Okay, that's a better look. You see that chunky boy right there? That chunky one? That little thingy turns into that little thingy. And then both of those little thingies turn into that thingy. And then that thingy will finally be, that's a beetle. That's what they turn into, beetles. And after they turn into beetles, they are ready to be bred, and that's how I breed them. They just breed. The ones flopping around in there. They breed, they lay their eggs, the eggs hatch, they turn into worms again, and that's how I just feed them. That's a lot of their diet. That's really mostly Speedy eats. Every once in a while, I will give them waxworms as a treat. Don't you dare give that to them as an everyday food. Waxworms are very, very chunky and should not be given as a every single day source of food. Neither superworms. Please don't give them superworms. But bringing Speedy and Bumpy back, they have had a nice soak. The water is getting nice and cold now. See, their scales are so much smoother. This is why I give them a soak. I will be right back with a towel. Alright, I'm back. And Bumpy is already in his water dish again. Okay, I like to dry them off a little bit so they don't get crud all over them. Ugh. Also, if they're going into shed and they have a little bit of stuck shed, you can always do that. You know how people say burrito for kitties? This is called a gurrito. A gecko burrito. If you don't like it, then just look at it. It's adorable. Yes. Adorable. Okay. One out. Okay. There you go. I'm going to just take this out to the kitchen real quick. See you in a second. Now that all of that is gone, it's time for this child, come here, and this child to feast. I'm going to grab these mealworms again. I'm all out of dubia roaches, so yeah. Also, if you have a picky eating leopard gecko that does not like anything with calcium on it, go to your local PetSmart or Petco. It should have this Repta calcium with vitamin D3. Don't know what that is. Just kidding. But mine is flavored with strawberry and banana. It makes my leopard geckos love their food a lot more. Bumpy, you went behind the case. But if you have leopard geckos or anything that uses live worms, live bugs, and you're still scared to touch them, just get some tweezers. Plastic ones work, but make sure you get some with little doll tops. I gave them piggyback rides yesterday, and ever since they just love giving each other piggyback rides. Okay, I'm sorry for handling them like that. They're just so fingerlings. Going back to 2020, y'all. Get off my hand. This little thing. There. Bring this over. I have a pile of calcium. Don't ask why. I just... bump. Speedy. Speedy, don't check out the phone right now. I don't like that. Hey. Come here. Come here. There's 2 beetles up top. 3. That one's still little. But those 2 are fully grown. I saw them mating actually earlier, which means I might get some more little eggs. But just grabbing out big full. I fed these little guys my geckos earlier, but just want them to have a little bit more food in their systems. No, Speedy, come here. Okay. I got out about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 worms, 4 for each. That should be good enough. Putting these back. I have these right next to my fridge. Okay, so calcium. Here, if you want to take a nice little look, just take a look at it. Come here. I know I have some on the floor, but I'm just going to throw a couple of these guys. There's a calcified one for you. Here's a calcified one for you. Yep, Speedy's already eating one. Bumpy is not eating currently. Come on, eat a little bit, Bump. Okay, let me bring Speedy to the middle. He's going to look at them right there. He's going to look at them right there. Okay. Well, I guess he's not going to look at them right there. This makes a giant mess every single time, so make sure you shake it off. I literally just made my room so messy earlier just from my calcium. It wasn't screwed on tight enough. It didn't almost spill out, okay? But all the extra did on the cap. Don't know what Bumpy thinks she is doing right now. Just gonna take a seat. Are you looking at your poster of you? Yes, that says Bumpy Bezos. Or are you just wanting to climb up? Okay, good girl. You're getting down. Okay. Just wanted to acknowledge that real quick. Just saw her. Get it. There's a good frame of her with Speedy. Speedy? Okay, and if you guys are wondering how to check a leopard gecko's sex, it's pretty easy. Okay, if you will be a good girl. Okay, so, come on. Okay. Hold still. Come on, let the camera see you. Are you camera shy? You want to eat a little bit? Okay, right before you eat, hold on, just stay still. Okay, I got her in her favorite, most comfortable position. So, you're going to look right at the end of the tail. You're going to see how she has 2 bulges, and that's just because she's fat. But usually they will have 2 bulges and a little triangle if they're a male, and about nothing if they're a female. So yeah, that's how you can tell the gender of a leopard gecko. Wait till they're about 6 months old. I'm not going to say 6, 7. About 6 months old, and I was about to say, where's Speedy? Good girl, you eating? Speedy, I don't think he's about 6 months old. I don't know. It might be a female. I don't know. It's rough to tell on him currently. I'm just calling him a him. But yeah. Here's how to set it on. You two, out, vanish. You're going into Speedy's tank. Actually, only Speedy's going into that tank. I don't trust them two together. Okay, so first, if you get a 40-gallon tank, you're going to need, with any tank really, you're going to need 2 thermometers.